going on, everybody? Cool little chili up tonight. So this is known as a DK peach Chupacabra. That's how I'm pronouncing it, but it's spelled a little bit differently than the way I'm used to. The grower on this is spelling this C-H-U-P-I-E Cabra, C-A-B-R-A. So DK peach Chupacabra. And this is from HellGarden Chilies, Mr. Nick Kemp's. And this is his grandson's cross. So I had a pepper from Nick a while back that was labeled DK, and it was the orange porch monster. And I asked him after the video, you know, what's the DK stand for? And he said it was for his grandson, Declan Kemp's. So we got to talking and everything. And so, you know, his grandson is showing quite a bit of interest in pepper growing and different things, and working obviously with his grandfather, Nick. So this particular pepper was his grandson Declan's first cross, and it's a cross between a Chupetinho, I think that's how you pronounce it, Chupetinho cross peach brain collapse. And look at the shape and the figure on this pepper. I mean, it's gorgeous. Just a really cool, gnarly looking chili. You know what I mean? And according to Nick, they're warm, like really warm. And he, you know, even Nick was super surprised that they were as warm, and that they have been as warm as they are. I just thought it was a cool backstory, you know, that his grandson, he said, was itching and asking to get in the crossing game of peppers, wanted to learn, you know, something and whatnot. And he said, okay, well, what'd you have in mind? And Declan, his grandson, said the Chupetinhos, which is his original pepper, I guess, that he had grown as a young boy, not Nick, but his grandson, first kind of pepper that he had grown on his own and took care of and all this, and had been for like 6 years. And he said that, you know, he wanted to use that, and that his grandson picked to be the donor, the other party on the cross, the peach brain collapse. And apparently they're little zingers, man. Apparently they're warm. And it's a peach pod. And some days, sometimes, me and peach pods don't see eye to eye. But I really wanted to feature this pepper and do a nice little review on it because of the backstory. You know, I think it's super cool that, you know, Nick and his grandson can bond over something like this that I really have a passion for as well. And again, I've never grown a pepper in my life. One day I will. I have aspirations to, but I just, you know, I love peppers. I like looking at them, and I like eating them. So, cool backstory. This should be a cool chili. Again, look at that. Look at the pheno. Look at the shape on this thing. Oh, I just almost hate to eat it. You know, I wish it would just stay like that forever. And I would collect peppers, you know, like the coolest ones I had, I would collect them, you know. All right, let's just eat. Oh, wow. I wish you could see the oils. It was wicked hot. Surprisingly nasty hot. There's one for the birds. They'll enjoy that. Hopefully. Because it's nasty. Not the flavor, just the heat is wicked. So let's see where this one takes us, man. This is, yep. So that pepper was just instant, spontaneously hot. As soon as that pepper hit my tongue, the sensation I felt on my tongue, reminiscent of very few, just attacked the tongue relentless right away, like really quick. It was a little bit sour, if that's a thing in peppers. No idea what that is. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the Amazon van reverse noise. Yeah, a little bit sour. I don't know if I've ever heard of another pepper reviewer describe a pepper as sour before. Now I'm sure, so I've heard bitter, and I've had bitter, so maybe my sour is other people's bitter, you know what I mean? Bitter and sour to me are a little bit different. But because sour to me is more when something is on the sweeter side of life. Bitter to me is when something's on the more savory kind of side of life, right? But I got some sour. It went away pretty quick, and then it was just fruity and citrusy. No, not citrusy. It was just kind of fruity. Well, to me, fruity and citrusy, I combine them a little bit. I don't know. For a peach pod, and I'm not a fan of peach pods too much, that was enjoyable. Really good pepper. That initial heat gets you, and then it's like, whoa, this was wicked hot. Where I've been since I swallowed the entire thing and finished eating it, I don't think it's as hot as I was leading on to believe while eating it. I think I was just stunned of that initial attack, and then, but it's hot. I mean, there was a lot of pools of oils in there, a lot. It's a good pod. I mean, it's still at a high peak burn, high level. Got my nose going a little bit. Eyes are glossy. It's a dope pepper. Really good. I'm gonna have to tell Nick, you know, well, he knows it, but he's got a winner there. That thing is good. The burn, obviously the tongue. I would say it burnt the tongue the most. Yeah. Heavy tongue burn. A little bit on the back side of my teeth, underneath on the gums. Man, that's a good one. And the story behind it, you know, I mean, it's just, that's what I like about reviewing peppers and trying and finding new, you know, varieties of peppers is, and that's why I like finding growers that are, you know, I've had a few people over the years that don't want to label pods. I get it. You know, even if I'm like, well, I'll throw you an extra $5, you know, 10, whatever. What do we need to get it done? No, don't want to do it. And that's cool. It's fine. You know, I don't, you know, whatever. But I don't buy unlabeled peppers very often. And the only times I really ever have is from growers that I know and I've bought from a lot. And I've eaten a lot of their peppers. I can generally kind of pick out what they are. And most of those people, if I call them up or text them or message, you know, within a day or so, they can get back to me with what it is. But that's why I like growers like Nick that take the extra time, you know, to talk about their crosses, what they know about a pepper. Because ultimately for me, I feel like it makes a better content video for me. And I just learn more, you know, and I appreciate it. So, that's all I got. I'm gonna cut it. All right, guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.